If you want the best Fortnite Chapter 3 settings, then be sure to watch this video and stay till the very end because I have a little secret that will blow your mind. So let's go ahead and start with the PC settings. For window mode, you obviously want to put this into full screen, and then for your resolution, just set it to the resolution of your monitor. For frame rate limit, I like to keep mine uncapped, but if you have a lower end PC, it might be smart to cap it either at 60 or 120. For graphics, luckily you don't have to mess with these settings. You can leave your brightness on 100 and then don't worry about colorblind mode because none of the pros are using this year. And then for graphics quality, we're going to go ahead and use auto set if you want to do that, or if you want to set my settings, then that's perfectly fine. But auto set will essentially run Fortnite and tell your computer, or your computer will tell Fortnite what settings you should be running for the best quality. So you might want to change a few once this happens because there are a few settings that you should probably turn off. But I have custom quality presets. 3D resolution I have all the way up. You might want to turn this down if you are experiencing frame drops. For a view distance, I like to keep mine on epic because I just want to see where everyone is, and if somebody's super far away, I'd rather see them and lose a bit of frame rates than to not be able to see them at all, if that makes sense. Then for shadows, I turn these completely off. Anti-aliasing completely off. Textures and effects I keep on medium along with post-processing. For advanced setting, you turn VSync and motion blur off. I like to show my FPS so that I can see if I am dropping frames or not. And then for rendering mode, you want to go onto performance if you're looking for the best frame rates. But then if you're actually looking for visuals, so like for me, if I'm recording a video, I like to put it on DirectX 11 because I really like the way that this looks on game. And then you want to allow multi-threaded rendering, and then turn off use GPU crash debugging and latency markers, and then turn off latency flash. But if you have an NVIDIA reflex filter, then you turn this low latency on with a boost. After this, we can head into our settings, and really the only thing you really need to change is the matchmaking region. You want to have this on to auto unless you're NA East, because there's sub servers that will put you into the best one if you actually choose NA East. So just do this if you're in NA East. It's that simple. For controller, go to slide time and turn this all the way up. And then lastly, we just want to go into our audio and turn visualize sound effects on. This is going to allow you to actually see where the chests are and if you hear footsteps and everything, but keep in mind this will drop your FPS. So if you're having trouble with that, turn this off. Go ahead and apply, and that's basically it for PC. Let's get into console. All right, so now we're actually on Xbox, and I'm gonna be showing you guys the best settings here. Of course, you're gonna head on into settings, and then for brightness, we're just gonna leave everything the same with this. I think that we've already kind of touched on the best graphics settings, so we're really just gonna focus on the actual controller settings. So of course, we wanna follow the same rule where we set this to NA East, and then for toggle sprint, I like to toggle this off, and then sprint by default, I like to have it on. Whenever I run, I wanna just be able to sprint. This is only if I'm playing Xbox, because I figured that I can easily press shift on a keyboard. I'm more natural to that, but this I don't like holding it down and everything. So just sprint by default, and then sprints cancel to reload. You want to turn this off. Auto open doors, I like this on. It's just less things to do auto controller. So if you're comfortable, you can turn this off. And of course, I'm kind of coming at this stance where I'm less comfortable on a controller and I'm more comfortable on keyboard. So these are like the best settings for controller if you're like transitioning in, but you should still try them out. Hold to swap pickup, I turn this off. Toggle targeting off. Mark danger when targeting on. You just want to know wherever they are. Auto pickup weapons off. And then for preferred item slots, this is what I figured out is the best. You want to have this on, and then for your loadout slot 1, you want the AR, then the SMG, then the shotgun. The reason I do this is that the AR and the SMGs are deadly, but then some people are starting to realize that shotguns are more viable, so you can do this. And then once shotguns become much better than SMGs, which I don't think they've hit that spot yet, then you switch your SMG and shotgun spot. And then the last two are really preference. I like to put my consumable in that second to the right, and then my sniper to the far right, because I really like the snipers in Fortnite. That's like probably one of my favorite parts, is hitting some clean sniper shots. So I just like this so that I can go from the AR, press LB, and then quickly go over to the sniper. So you want to do that, and then scrolling even farther down, you want to have reset building choice on, disable pre-edit option on, turbo building on for obvious reasons, and then confirm edit on release off. That's kind of up in the air. If you want to have it on, that's fine. I know there's a ton of controversy. I just keep it off. And then for the rest of this, it does not really matter. For the HUD scale, I like to keep it on 100. I know some people like to turn it down to like 54 or 58, something like that, if they want it smaller, but I don't like that. So here are the controller options. Now the controller auto run, you want to turn this off. Builder Pro on, so build immediately. For edit time, you want to put this at right around 0.1 seconds. I didn't really touch it. And then for slide hold time, you want to turn this all the way up so that you can slide easily. For vibration, turn this off. It will actually just mess up with your aiming, so if you turn it off, it's much better. For look sensitivity and aim sensitivity, you actually want to use advanced options on, so you won't even mess with that. For build mode sensitivity, for the multiplier, I like to put it on 1.9. times, but you can put this up to 2.2 if you would like, or even 2.4. And then for the sensitivity, if you guys want me to release a guide on how to find your best sensitivity, then just kind of drop a comment down below. But this is what I go with, so you guys can go ahead and just copy my settings. I'd recommend turning all boosts off because this is just going to hurt your aim. And now we're coming down to the most probably controversial setting in this console guide, and that's if we have look input curve on linear or exponential. If you want to look choppy and be better, then choose exponential. If you want to look clean and like some montages, then you can choose linear, but I'd recommend going with exponential. For aim assist strength, you want to have it 100%. Come on, we love aim assist over here. That's also controversial, so don't cancel me. And then for your binds, I'm not going to tell you what binds you should be using. Use whatever makes you most comfortable. If you want to copy mine, I just have old school because I've been playing for a while. Or actually, no, I'm on custom, and this is what I have, but it's basically what we used to use whenever we were back in the day playing. And that is it for the console settings. So if you enjoyed that, then be sure to subscribe. But I promise you guys a little trick that will blow your mind at the beginning of the video, and that's actually how to get OG Fortnite graphics. If you guys can see right now, this is what it used to look like. And in order to do this, go into your settings and then turn your brightness down to 50, set your colorblind mode onto Tritanope, and your colorblind strength on 10. That word is so hard to pronounce, guys. Put view distance on epic along with shadows, and then turn off anti-aliasing, textures and effects on medium, and then you want to have your rendering mode onto DirectX 11. And I'm going to roll a clip real quick about what this is going to look like. And there you have it. The best way to level up your battle pass is in a video on your screen right now, and I'll see you guys in that one.